If you're new to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, the red bell subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell. You can see that all turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post awesome videos about PowerPoint, Excel, and Word, you will be among the first to be notified. Welcome to Pew Class. In today's class, we're going to be talking about how we can separate cells, how we can split cells into different columns. Previous class we talked about how to combine cells. Yes, previous class we talked about how to combine the first name and the last name using three ways: the ampersand sign, the concat, and the concatenate. So if you've not seen that video, you can check the description. I will leave a link below, and you can also click it on top. You can see the video so that you understand how to combine cells together. So today's video we want to look at how to split the cells to get split the cells. So to split the cell, we're going to be making use of, this is Johnson white. So we want to separate it so that Johnson will be in one column, white will be in another column. To do that, we're going to make use of what they call text to columns. Text to what? Columns. Now, text to columns can be found in the data tab. So this is the data tab. Click on the data tabs and look towards the right. You're going to see text to columns. So with the text to columns, you can see what it said. It helps you to split a single column of text into multiple columns. So this is a single column of text. So I want to split it into multiple columns. So you can see that. For example, you can separate a column of full names into separate first and last name columns. You can choose how to split it up, fixed width, or split it each comma, period, or other character. So what you need to do, the first thing to do, if you go to text columns and just click on it, it is not going to take any effect. Look at it. You can see, okay, this is gonna cancel this. So if you click on it for the first time, it's going to okay, sorry, I highlighted and make use of text. So if you don't click on the text you want to split and click on text to columns, it's going to tell you no data was selected. So what you need to do is to first of all select the cell, the column that you want to split into two. So we're gonna come here and select this because this is what we want to split into two columns. So once you select it, you come to text to column, you click on text to column. Once you click on text to column, you're gonna see delimited, that is characters such as commas or tabs separate each field. So which of the character did you use to separate the field? If you remember vividly, we used space to separate this field. Johnson and White was separated by a space. So all you need to do is to click on next. I'm going to use the delimited because we use delimit. So click on next. So if you click on next, let's say this was not selected. So you're going to select space because what we use is space. And we're going to highlight the strict consecutive delimiters as one. So with this, that is if you have more than one space, treat it as one. So with this, if you look at this preview, let's remove this space, you see how the preview looks like. This is how the normal text you selected was. So when I select this space, you're going to see it has effect. But if I select any other one like comma, it's not going to have effect because the delimiter I use that is found in my work is the space and not a comma. So when you click on space, it's going to have effect. You can see it is now divided into two columns, and you're going to click on treat consecutive delimiters as one. That is, if you have double spaces, it's going to treat this as one space. So once you've done that, you're going to click on next. So if you use semicolon, use semicolon, tab, use if there's any other one like plus sign, minus sign, other things that you use as your delimiters, you click on others. So you're going to click on next. Once you click on next, here you're going to see destination. Where do you want the separators to be? If you want it to be in that same cell, you're going to leave it the way it is. Otherwise, you're going to click on the cell you want it to appear. So I'll click on that arrow. I'm going to click on this place. You can see that once I click on it, I'll come back here and select that. And once I do that, I click on what finish. Once I click on finish, the results comes out. You can see the preview here. The preview is being separated into two columns. So I just click on finish. You can see that and I have two separate columns for the name. So you can just do that. Once you're done with that, you can just rename it as first name and last name, and that is it. Once you've done this, you can just rename it as that, and so you come here, you can just do normal things that you want to do, and beautify it the way you want it, and so on and so forth. So this is how you can easily and comfortably select what you want to do, how you can split a cell into two. You can see that. So we now have our first name and our last name in a separate columns. You can see that we now have it in a separate column. So we'll move to how to separate it from this one cell, one column, to two different columns. So this is how to do it, making use of text to columns, making use of text to columns. So this is how you basically do that, and you get your names in different columns. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.